Hey, my name's Tom, and about half a year ago, I quit my job back home in Germany. I left everything I had behind to go on a 5 months adventure across 7 countries, and this is my story. The last episode started out with our paddling adventures on the Whanganui River. From there we went on to Waitomo, where we witnessed a rather interesting looking folk festival and tried out blackwater rafting, which was amazing. We drove straight on to Tongariro, where we did the Tongariro crossing in some very foggy and very wet conditions. After Tongariro, it was time for some action-packed days in Taupo, where my first bungee jump was waiting on me and my sister's first skydive as well. Filled with adrenaline, we went on to Rotorua to visit the famous hot springs. From there, we drove up to Hobbiton movie set, where I had the opportunity to go full-on nerd mode at the Hobbiton movie set tour. After a few days, we went on to explore Northland, with the first stop being Whangarei Falls and the second one Pahia for some fishing. After Pahia, we went on to Cape Ranga. On our way back to Auckland, we stopped at the Waipua kauri tree forest to get blown away by the endemic and majestic kauri trees. We enjoyed our last days in Auckland together with some friends we made along the way, before I headed over to Australia and my sister back home to Germany. Welcome to Sydney, Australia, and actually welcome to the world famous Bondi Beach, which is just over there. It is my third day or so in Sydney. Over the last days I just didn't feel like filming at all, so I just didn't do anything. I was doing things, but I wasn't filming. So today, really beautiful day. Yesterday it was a bit overcast. Today is like a great day, and me and my friend Trish, who's like down there, who I met in Auckland, and who's also in Sydney at the same time as I am. We met up and we're going to do a walk, which is Bondi Beach to Coogee Beach. It's about 3 hours walking. It's fairly busy because the weather is awesome. Yeah, we're enjoying that one. And so far Sydney has been pretty cool, but also it has been pretty busy. I've got to say, like, I had some trouble to kind of adapt to the busyness of the city and to the amount of people in the hostel in the city as well, coming from like the quiet place of New Zealand. But yeah, I'm starting to adapting. Still have a couple more days here. We'll do some more things. I was walking around the city in the past days. I was doing the Botanic Gardens, of course, visiting the Opera House, and yeah, went to some bars at night. It was all pretty good, but yeah, today is like a bit of a hiking day, so Trish and me were getting on the way, but before that, I think it's time to get the drone up. The Bondi to Coogee Beach way was not much more than a walk, miles away from the hiking I had done in New Zealand. We took our time and enjoyed the sunny weather while guessing the prices of the impressive mansions along the coast. We were just talking about how this is literally the coolest place to be buried. Cemetery right at Bondi Beach, or around Bondi Beach, and then yeah, having the best view on the ocean if you weren't like beneath ground. We made it to Coogee Beach. We're gonna check out the beach for a short while and then see whether we can get something for lunch. So we're both really hungry. Probably because we walked so very fast. Yeah. Having your shitty McDonald's burger here is like much better than having it like in your flat back home while raining. Happy now? We strolled around Coogee Beach for a while, all hyped up for our trip to the Blue Mountains, which we had planned with some people from the hostel the following day. So, welcome to Blue Mountains National Park. We rented a car this morning. It's actually a group of 5 people. I met a Swedish girl in the hostel and she met 2 other people. One girl from Germany and one guy from Italy. And then also my friend from Auckland, Trish, who I did the Bondi to Coogee Beach walk with. yesterday. He's also joining us, so we're 5 people, rented a car and drove about 2.5 hours out of Sydney to get to the Blue Mountain National Park. We're doing like a little bushwalk to a certain pool in which apparently we can probably swim in, even though I didn't bring swim gear. And yeah, the walk now is like nice and flat, but it started off with the most insane and endlessly long stairs just down like one of those plateaus. And for us it was actually quite easy because we went down the stairs, but there was people coming up that way and they were all so exhausted. And yeah, I'm looking actually forward to prove myself again and see that there's still a bit of like hiking energy left in me on the way back and doing the stairs back up again. Yeah, looking forward to this. It's actually really nice to do this little bushwalk here. The only thing now that I have to remember is it's Australia, which means there's a couple of really dangerous animals around, and most likely I'm not going to see any of them. But yeah, there's eastern brown snakes here and some spiders, but yeah, we should be fine. I think I have a bit of a head start to the others because we did a little break after the stair session and I just like started earlier. And yeah, it's just really nice to go around here. You hear a lot of bird noises. It's probably cockatoos or other parrots. And then yeah, the trees, everything looks just a bit different to what you find in New Zealand. Yeah, it's just really nice. I'm on my own and I really enjoy the whole that everything is silent again and that I'm away from the busyness of Sydney. Even though we couldn't find the pool, it was still a really great day trip and we all indulged the beauty of the Blue Mountains National Park. We ended the day with a rather spontaneous but brilliant barbecue at one of Australia's many free-to-use barbecue venues on the way back to Sydney. With a slightly different cast, we continued to explore Sydney the next day and took the ferry to Manley Beach. Trish, you'll be like my biggest feature in the videos. Yeah.
They'll probably think we're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Gay holiday for me.
The ferry ride to Manly offered great views on Sydney and the walk that followed was super pleasant, including the wildlife that one needs to expect when in Australia. Trish had to leave to catch his flight to Bali, so Hedda and Eula, a German girl from the hostel, continued our walk. What followed was probably the most random and coolest travel story that I can tell, because we got asked to give some elderly man a hand on what we thought was a piece of a ship, all in a rather ordinary looking shed. Turned out that man and his wife are the exclusive manufacturers of all horse carriages of the British royal family, in a place far away from Britain and so ordinarily looking. This day was a rather unsuspected but great finish to my 7 days in Sydney, which to be honest had ups and downs. And after this I was very ready to catch my flight to the holiday destination, Bali in Indonesia. Welcome to Bali. So, I've landed in Ubud. It's super nice that we have it all to ourselves. Yeah, let's get to the Ubud Water Temple.